to know about the DA paper and saw the syllabus, which was kind of similar to statistics paper, mainly the mathematical portion. For practice, I mainly used NPTEL assignments and also the end sem and mid sem questions from some IIT courses, which also you mentioned in one of your videos.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another podcast in my channel. So today we have with us Somo. Somo has secured GATE 2024 All India Rank 20 in DA paper and All India Rank 2 in the statistics paper. In today's podcast, we will learn from Somo about his amazing journey in both DA paper and statistics paper. So first of all, welcome Somo and thank you for participating in this podcast. So if you just say something about yourself and introduce yourself to the audience.
First of all, thank you for the introduction and inviting me to this platform. I am Soumya Ghatak, and my background is in statistics. So I did my bachelor's from Ashutosh College, which is under University of Calcutta. And after that, I did my master's in statistics from University of Hyderabad.
So now coming to this GATE preparation. So, as you are doing your master's from University of Hyderabad, so what was your main motivation for appearing for GATE papers?
I have plans for higher study from BSc. From BSc, like I used to think like I have to do a PhD because I was kind of interested in the computational statistics and got interested in machine learning from BSc days and want to do something research oriented. So I have that kind of interest. And after in MSc, I got more involved and did some projects in all and did some took some courses in ML and all. So then I got more interested in these topics, and then I had a plan like I will do PhD after doing job for some time. But in the last semester, I was doing an internship, and like I didn't like the internship that much. So then I thought that maybe like this corporate career is not right for me right at that time. So I just planned that I should take like go for research. So at that time, I was only like I just I was only preparing for GATE statistics only because I was not aware of that DA
DA
paper.
paper.
So MSc completed. So I started preparing for statistics, and after sometimes I get to know about the DA paper and saw the syllabus, which was kind of similar to statistics paper, mainly the mathematical portion.
Okay, so
This
you
was
first started preparing for statistics paper, and I think this DA paper
yeah
news comes up around August last year. And
yeah uh,
yeah, and you saw the syllabus, and I also agree with you that around 60% syllabus is similar to statistics paper. And I think that I also mentioned in one of my videos that you can try
yeah
out previous year papers of statistics and maths. There are a huge intersection among the syllabus of DA paper and those paper.
yes.
So that actually helped you, right? I mean, you are preparing for statistics, so preparing for DA, I mean, it was helpful for you because syllabus was a huge intersection among both the syllabus.
Yes, for the mathematical portions like statistics and probability, linear algebra and calculus, those are kind of subset of what there is in statistics syllabus. And also for the ML part, like in most of the statistics, post-graduation statistics course, you have course like multivariate statistics where most of the classical ML algorithms are taught, like classification algorithms, regression algorithms, and clustering these things. So uh, most of the things in the ML part of the syllabus, DS syllabus were also kind of known to me. So it also helped a lot. Main the only thing was that DSA and DBMS, which
Hmm.
I haven't any idea at that time.
So how did you prepare for those two subjects, DSA and DBMS?
So first, initially I had no idea. Like I searched in YouTube and saw some playlist for I think GATE CSIT papers. So I started with one of those playlists, and kind of I liked that way of teaching and a short course type from PW, which was available in YouTube. So
YouTube.
I joined PW mainly for those uh, like DSA and DBMS part. So after doing that from YouTube, I took that course and saw the lectures, and that's all. and there was questions, I solved those. And apart from that, for practice, I used CSIT PYQs, which were great, which were very helpful.
So overall, for your DA preparation, which are the materials you have followed?
Like for DSA, I followed mainly DSA and DBMS. I followed mainly lectures from PW. It was not kind of, it was very good. And for practice, I used those CSIT PYQs. And for the math and stat portion, so I mainly used my university and BSc notes. And uh, and also I was preparing for get stat part also. So I initially made some notes for stat. So those were helpful. And for ML, I had some idea, but I have to revise all those things. So for that, I uh, mainly used the lecture notes of that Stanford 229 course by Andrew
Right.
Ng. That
And range, yeah.
lecture notes and lecture notes of I think one IIT Kanpur course
For the
from
Piyush
Piyush
Rai.
Rai.
Piyush Rai, yeah.
Yeah.
I have mentioned
Uh,
about it also in one of my videos.
yes. Yes. Yeah. So this one and some another some topics from other lecture notes like naive Bayes and decision tree. I followed Professor Madhavan Mukund's lecture, some of the lecture
Okay.
notes. He was from CMI, and also I took some things from ISLR book and my multivariate statistics book. So from all those sources, I prepared a kind of lecture notes and also revised the top. For practice, I mainly used NPTEL assignments and also the end sem and mid sem questions from some IIT courses, which also you mentioned in one of your videos.
Yeah, I think because this was the first time it was introduced, so there was no such standard questions available. Because even
Yes, yes,
coachings are also struggling because they also don't have any idea that what kind be the pattern of the question that IIT or ISC will ask, right? Because it's the first time it was
yeah,
introduced. So that's why actually people are struggling that from where we should practice. Because for other papers, there are PYQs, like for
yes.
math paper, statistics paper. So that's why I mentioned that math part, maybe you can practice from the stat math paper because there is a huge correlation or intersection between those two
Yeah.
papers. But for ML, that's why I suggested that you can go and check different websites of different machine learning course that is already available. And their assignments you can practice because typically IIT professors, they like to set up question in that.
Also, for stat part, there is one exam called IIT Jam for
Right.
it is for MSc courses. So people can also practice from IIT Jam questions. Like those are kind of more for gate statistics, the questions are a bit harder compared to what might come in gate DA. But the level of Jam statistics questions are kind of same, so it will be more beneficial if they practice from GATE jam statistics papers. And
Okay.
also, I want to mention I took another coaching. It was from Piyush Shah. Piyush Shah. He was, I think he did some masters from IIT Madras, and he was initially there was no material for AI part. I searched many places, but I was not able to find. So in his YouTube channel, he was uploading
Mhm.
those AI videos, and I found those helpful. And then I purchased the course and test series for. So that was also kind of good.
Okay, so I think those two YouTube playlists you mentioned, one by PW and one by the Piyush Shah. So you can send me the link. I'll give you the description so that
Yeah, yes,
students
sure.
can access this. Okay. Now tell me that how did you prepare your note? I mean, what was the process you follow to prepare your notes?
Try to make two notes. One is full comprehensive notes, which I try to just copy everything which the professor is teaching in the class,
Right.
and after completion of the whole topic, I just revise the notes and try to make a smaller note, like which only contain the specific definitions, the formulas, and some important examples and all. So, and further, I try to maintain revising all those topics from the smaller notes only.
So, I mean, how long it takes you to revise the whole subject? I mean, I mean, just tell me the overall process. So you started preparing for DA subject, you complete it, and then you start revising, or you are revising in between also sometimes.
No, I started revising after like completion of the topic. For each topic, like for say DBMS, I just completed all the lectures and make that comprehensive though, and then I started revision.
And then you
After
started
that, I
preparing the
just
short note.
yeah, a short like I was making that short note at that while revising the whole topic. So
Okay. Okay, now coming to, many students have this question. So, did you appear for any mock test for DA paper? Because last time, I don't know, is there any comprehensive mock test available also? So, is there any mock test that you have appeared for the DA paper?
yes. So mock test, I purchased some mock tests from those two coaching institutes, that PW and PUSETS. The PW that mock test from PW were not that good. So I just gave 3 or 4 mock tests and I didn't like. It was kind of seems like I was wasting time on them because the question
Okay.
was wrong and there were many issues. But the mock test series of which I took from PU sets, it was good. Also, there were some mistakes in questions and solution, but it was only for the first initial some tests. But after that, those questions were good. And also, there were few free mock tests available. It mainly the coaching institutes conduct those free mock tests week or 2 week before the gate. So I try to like attempt as many as possible. So those mock tests were kind of good in quality compared to the others.
Okay. Now tell me that, how long you have given the mock test? I mean, till the last week of GATE exam, or you stopped giving mock test quite before the final day?
Um, I think I gave in the last week also. Like
Okay.
I didn't give any mock test 2 or 3 before 2 or 3 days I stopped giving mock
Okay.
tests.
Okay. And after giving mock test, how did you analyze those mock tests?
So first of all, I tried to uh, see the solutions of those questions which I didn't like manage to attempt in the questions, and understood like the theory behind it and how it was solved, and then tried to think if there is another possible way to do it also, and if there is some silly mistakes, then like can't do anything. But uh, I tried to there was some problem. Like I initially I was not giving proper time to read some questions, so I was
Yeah.
doing a hurry. So I tried to manage that thing. Uh, so and like, that's it. This is and also I was kind of making some notes where I was doing something wrong. And
Okay. Now tell me, how was the experience on of the exam day?
it was kind of good. Like I was more tense before the exam because the like I live in Hubli and my exam center was in Barwipur. It was
Oh,
like 65 kilometers from my home.
and you were
So,
in the
but
first slot or the second slot?
first lot. So
First slot. Oh,
I
then it's difficult.
yeah the day before exam I had to go there and I arranged some and some book some hotel, and so like that part was not that like that part was kind of tense, and I was
Yeah, I think that's a good
Akram
idea.
when I
To
yeah at
stay
that time
nearby the exam hall before the exam day is a good idea, because if you try to reach the exam hall on the exam day, like as you were saying, in the
yeah
first day, on the exam day you got the first slot, and you have to travel for 65 kilometers. I think that's hectic. Rather go there and stay there the day before, is a better
yeah
strategy.
yeah and after the exam started I started with that aptitude questions, and it
Okay.
was I managed to solve all the questions in like I planned like I planned a strategy that I have to finish this within 30 minutes. So I was kind of managed to do all the questions apart from one which took some time. There was some slicing some dice related question, like
Okay.
if we unfold that dice. So the question, and after that, there was some initially the questions were from stat and it was kind of easy. So I was able to do that. And then it was kind of like when I got the confidence and thought that yeah, I can do that. So,
Okay, so here I want to know something. So because you are from a mathematics background, right? So probably the stat part and the math part of DA paper was easy for you. And ML also,
yeah,
as you said, that you have prior experience of working in or doing something in ML. So I feel those part you are more comfortable than DSA part, like DSA or DBMS part, or
yes.
uh,
Yes. Huh. So I was kind of taken strict regarding those parts, DSA and DBMS, and because like I have seen in CSIT PRQs, like this question can be tough. But
right,
in the exam, like those questions, like at least in this year, those are kind of easier, kind of in the easier side, because like if you see in the gate CSIT PYQs and compare it to the this year DA paper, you will see that these were way easier than what they like ask in CSIT paper. So it was also easier. Like, but yeah,
okay.
I was tense about this.
So I think you have seen the answer keys. I mean, which part you have done mistakes in the final paper and which part you are able to do it correctly, or
I
you
did
haven't
some
seen the
mistakes,
answer.
and no, I just calculated the marks from some there was some marks calculator in different coaching
Right.
centers, so I just did that. And I like just after the exam, I figured out I did two mistakes. One is from linear algebra and one is from machine learning. Those were kind of very easy question, but I at that time of exam I didn't like. So,
Those are actually strong area, but you did the mistake in those
yeah, I
areas.
did mistakes in those.
Yeah, it happened. It happened. For me also, 2017, the first question I attempted was the only question I did the silly mistake. So
Yeah,
these things happen in GATE. I think it's a very big day for any aspirants. You're preparing for full year for just one day, for just 3 hours. Okay, so tell me now, how you're feeling after achieving, all engineering 2 in statistics paper and 20 in DA paper. I mean, what's your feeling? I mean, I think you will get any top IITs and ISC now with these two ranks.
yeah, it feels great. Like I tried getting into IIT for MSc. I attempted IIT Jam two times, but I failed because like there is very few seats for MSc Stat. So uh, so it's kind of now I get a rank which for with which I can it is kind of possible to get into some course. So uh, it is kind of I'm feeling happy right now. So,
Okay. So what's your plan now? I mean, which IIT or ISC you are thinking of joining?
so my plan is to join for PhD courses. So that is I'm mainly targeting. So and apart from that, I will apply for those two like MTech in AI and like from in ISC and in IIT Kharagpur that course they introduce. So but primarily I'm focused in joining PhD. So IISc is the first choice, I guess.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, that's great. So, okay, yeah, we are almost end to the this podcast. So, any suggestion or message you want to give to the future aspirants who want to appear for GATE DA or GATE statistics paper?
Gauge stat, I would say like it will be enough if he or she try to practice what is taught in uh, their curriculum because most of the curriculum for MSc and BSc are enough for GATE statistics and I honestly didn't prepare that much for stat paper. I just focused mainly on the DA paper
Okay.
and for DA part, I would say that like there is. there is not there is no PYQ for DF specifically, but PYQs from like for DSA part of CSIT, and for the math parts that PIQs from IIT Jam, or from engineering mathematics portion, those will be helpful. And also, like if someone is preparing hard and kind of preparing constantly, then he or she can trust the process, because uh, for me also, I was not sure like how hard the question will be, but I kind of felt that if I am preparing well, then it will be good. Like not that good, but I I can get some good rank.
Okay, okay.
They can trust the process if they're preparing well.
Yes, yes. I mean, the process you have to trust and you have to love the process. Otherwise, you can't continue, because we have seen many people giving up in the between, that I'm not getting good marks in the mock test. What will happen in the final? But you have to somehow trust that I'm preparing, I'm giving my 100%. So hopefully I'll be doing everything well in the final day. So yeah, I think this podcast will be helpful for many aspirants, because GATE DA paper, since it was introduced last time, a lot of people are talking about it. A lot of people actually interested about it, and whatever we have discussed in this particular podcast, I think it will be really helpful for all the aspirants who will be, appearing for this paper in future. So again, thank you, Somo, for your valuable time and sharing the information. And it's really nice to talk with you regarding this DA paper, and all the best for your future. You are coming to join PhD. That is additional happiness for me, that you're, because not many people comes and join in research. So I'm really happy that you are coming and joining us in the community. So yeah, thank you so much again for participating.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you for
Okay.
inviting.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's it about the podcast.